Zeb Powell, come through. Come through one time for the black people. Zeb Powell, let's talk about it. So Zeb Powell is the first black young man, 20 years old, to win the X Games snowboarding. This is major. The reason why I say this is major is because for so long, as black people, kept out of a lot of games, a lot of sports, because of not only racism, but also intimidation. For example, there were wealthy men that came together to keep black people out of sports, called the Gentleman's Agreement. And this kept a lot of black men from playing football, basketball, baseball. This is the exact reason why they came up with the Negro Leagues. It's because they were kept out of sports. And like I said, a lot of that was because they didn't like black people. They seen us as inferior, but also because we were physically superior in a lot of sports. 1904, they had a World Fair in St. Louis, and it was also the Olympics. They had Native people, probably like 1,000 Native Filipino people, Africans, Indians, come out there to try to prove their inferiority. They tried to prove that these people were not only inferior mentally, but also inferior athletically. But what they didn't know is they weren't. They were very athletic, very strong. They could run fast. I mean, these people came out there and smoked all of their boots. They didn't know the rules. These were the things that they did to try to also keep them off, keep them off balance. They didn't tell them the rules. They didn't. They brought them out there not knowing what they were going to do. They were trying to. These were two scientists trying to prove eugenics at the time, and eugenics is just this thought. This was this belief that certain people were superior to others. So it's kind of like the blonde hair, blue eye thing. And they believed it was white supremacy. And they actually were sterilizing people at that time based off of, like, if you had a mental health problem, even anxiety, if you didn't look a certain part, they would sterilize you. And so, with that being said, the evolution and seeing black people penetrate games that I've never seen us in is a great thing to me. And I will celebrate every time. And so, yeah, snowboarding, hey, here we come. 20 years old, he's won the game. I'm going to start covering it. It looks like, I watched a little bit of it. I've never watched it before. I've seen it here and there, but I've never really watched it. And, it's great that, this can bring in new viewers for snowboarding. It can change the game. And so I hope you learned something today. I know I did doing these videos, and it's crazy that it's all coming around full circle. You should really check it out. It's dope. Anyway, it's your girl, Tamika, Sports Talk with Tamika D. Make sure you comment. Be nice. This is not about race. This is about the evolution of my people, and I am glad to see them doing well. Comment, subscribe, like. I'll see y'all later.